We've not filmed in this corner of my design room. Welcome. It feels very weird, but it's fun. It's a nice, fun new background. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome to my first video of 2022. It's taken me a minute to get here, but we're here. So today we're going to talk about trends I'm loving for this coming year for 2022. Now, before we get into trends, more so like movements, I want to say your style is your style. Don't let anybody here on the internet tell you what you should and should not do. So keep that in mind. And also trends, like trendy pieces, tend to kind of come and go pretty quickly. They don't tend to hold their value. Pretty short shelf life. So if you're going to be investing in a trendy item, make sure it's going to work for your space for quite a while, because it's not sustainable if we keep purchasing and just trying to keep up with the trends. But if there is something on that is trending that you know you're going to love for a long time, go ahead and invest in it, and you do you, girl. But we're going to talk about some of the kind of new trends and kind of the shifts that are happening right now that I'm excited for. Interior design is an art form, and like all art forms, there's always an action and then a reaction. So the action we've been seeing a lot of lately has been hyper minimalism, and the reaction that is kind of coming in is super maximalism, like Grandmillenial. So minimalism all the way to maximalism, they are the extreme ends of the spectrum. So we're going to talk about some of the middle ground, and then we will eventually get to Grandmillenial in maximalism. Minimalism is very modern and uses a lot of very modern materials. So we're seeing a shift from modern materials into more organic, sustainable, natural materials like bamboo, rattan, cane, cork, reclaimed wood, recycled glass. We're also getting away from those cool gray tones, and we're moving into a more warm, neutral color palette, and we're seeing a lot of lighter tone woods as well. We are also seeing a major shift out of modern farmhouse into more of a rustic luxury / organic modern style take on farmhouse. I think this happened because the modern farmhouse aesthetic was so mass produced, everybody's over it. So let's stop buying the Target dollar spot farmhouse signs and move more towards that rustic luxury organic modern with some natural and organic materials. So the all white kitchen, a staple of the modern farmhouse, we're definitely seeing a shift out of that. I'm seeing a lot of color in kitchens, and I am loving it. And a lot of like different colored, like one color for your uppers, one color for your lower cabinets, just a lot of color in the kitchen. I love it. If you want an all white kitchen, do an all white kitchen. It's up to you. I think it's still beautiful, but for the kind of movement purposes, we're seeing a lot of color back into kitchens. So if you've been living that minimalist life, or you've been loving that modern farmhouse vibe, and you're ready to kind of branch out into something new, on its way towards maximalism, but not totally there yet, but you still kind of want to have the roots in traditional vibe, then look at Neo-Victorian and Neo-Gothic. Let me break those down. So when you think of Neo-Victorian, think of rich textiles, rich colors, patterns on patterns on patterns. Think all of the details, tufting, pleating, fringe, all of that kind of stuff. It's great, and it's super Neo-Victorian. So it's on its way to Grandmillenial, but it's definitely in a more rich, traditional, sophisticated, pulled back just a little bit vibe, but definitely opulent. So you can go either way with Neo-Victorian. You can pull it back a little bit and have it read more traditional, or you can go to the moon and go all out crazy texture, details, fringe, pleating, all of that good stuff, and just go a little bit crazy. I would go that way, but that's up to you. So this design style, if you're gonna go like super like Neo-Victorian to the max, it's kind of hard to get right. You have to have a really good eye for color, a really good eye for pattern mixing, but if you do enough Pinteresting and YouTubing, you can do it. I believe in you. Just, you know, put your mood board together, get a little like textile swatch book going together, and you can pull it off. But it's amazing when it is done right. So Neo-Gothic has that same richness and elegance as Neo-Victorian, but it is like moody, moody, moody Gothic. It's dark. A lot of charcoals, inky blacks, opulence, gold, cathedral ceilings, like big stained glass windows. Oh man, it is gorgeous, but it is a mood. It is a vibe. Think drama, drama, drama. So if you've been living in like minimalist black and white, but you want to go like moody, moody black and white, look at Neo-Gothic. So now to Grandmillenial. Grandmillenial has taken over, and I am here for it. It is fun, fresh, sweet, vibrant. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think we need a little bit more of that in our lives. Now, it has the same traditional furniture as Neo-Victorian and a lot of pattern mixing, but instead of being super saturated in rich colors like Neo-Victorian, it's more feminine, pastel-y, florals, and lots of wallpaper. Lots of wallpaper and like vintage trinkets. So wallpaper, you guys, wallpaper is coming back. And I think that wallpaper is such a fun and easy way to add like a personality to your space. You can change it up now. They have peel and stick, which is so easy. It's renter friendly. Just put that baby up for a couple of years. You don't like it, change it out. I love wallpaper. I've done quite a bit of wallpaper here in this farmhouse. There is this black and cream toile from York Wall Coverings. I don't think that they are doing this exact one anymore, but there's a blue and cream version. And then I found this one, fell in love. It is a kind of muted botanical banana leaf. I wanted to get some more of this, but they stopped producing it. And I have been on the hunt to find something kind of a similar pattern, but in a floral print, but with the same colors. And I cannot find it. I've ordered swatches from Decor and all around. Cannot find what I'm looking for. So I actually might make my own. I don't know how difficult that is going to be, but I might try it. And if I do try it, I'll make a video on it and then I'll show you how to do it. So if you're looking for wallpaper and you can't find it exactly, maybe I can figure out how we can do this. Future Whitney here. I ended up settling on this peel and stick wallpaper I found on Amazon. I think it is so gorgeous. It's the perfect tones for up here. It pairs really well with a nice muted green beadboard and the early American stain. This is peel and stick, so it's gonna be super easy if I ever wanna change this out. If I do wanna create my own wallpaper in the future, I can just take this off and put my new design up. But for now, I love it. I think it works so well up here on the third floor. The third floor is almost finished. I will have a video of the finished third floor, but here's a little sneak peek. The wallpaper's up, beadboard's up, chair rail's up, loving it. And I'm gonna share with you my favorite thing about this wallpaper is you see the little mustachioed guy right in the middle of the flower? I cannot not see them anymore. They're so freaking cute. Look at them. See him? Ah! Now let's talk Cottage Core. Cottage Core is so cute. It has a lot of elements of Grandmillenial, but there's more of a grounding vibe of rustic country. So you still might have a lace doily for your tea to sit on, and there still might be cute, sweet little vintage floral wallpaper, but you're gonna have more like exposed beams, maybe a stone fireplace, maybe chickens running around somewhere. So think like if there was a Hallmark movie that was like a love story shot in England, like on a little tiny farm, and she lived in the cottage. Think like what that location scout would be looking for. Like, so that is that. So the main element to hit with Cottage Core is cozy, cozy, cozy. Now it's kind of like, remember when shabby chic used to be really big? It's kind of like if shabby chic grew up a little bit. You're still gonna have elements of shabby chic, like lace doilies and toile, but not every single pillow on your couch is going to have like ruffled lace trim. Maybe one, but not all of them, and not like the bed skirt, you know? It's pulled back a little bit. So like grown-up shabby chic. So that is what I've been seeing going on in the design world. If there is something different that you guys have been seeing or something that I didn't mention that you want to let me know about, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have been seeing and taking note of. All right, I will see you all on the next one. Bye.